Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining today. My guest is Jeremy Wubs, Chief Operating Officer of Sangoma. Jeremy, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Listen, I want to talk first about your personal journey. You've been in the service provider world for quite a while. You joined Sangoma just over a year ago. First of all, why did you join Sangoma?
Well, it's a funny story. I mean, again, just about a year ago, a bit over a year ago, Charles, our CEO, gave me a call one day. He was pretty excited, about Sangoma, the company, the technology, and everything the company was doing. He said to me, "Hey, Jeremy, I'd really be excited if you joined me, and on the journey and the growth opportunity of the company." Charles was a very excited person. I was very excited to hear from him, but I had to do my own homework. And the kind of software and engineer in me said, "Hey, I really want to understand more about the company, what they do, the people." I spent actually a couple of months getting to know some of the leadership team, but then really digging into the technology and the sort of breadth of assets Sangoma has. The depth in the communication space is it's just incredible. Like it's bar none. So it was kind of the core capabilities of the company were kind of the first thing, and then once I got to know the people, like they're just so passionate about the industry and the impact they can have on customers and working with partners that I just felt compelled to jump at the opportunity to join the family, the Sangoma family.
Good reasons. You came in because of the technology and the people,
Yeah.
but now you're a year in. So has that proven to be true? What else have you seen on your journey?
Yeah, I would say more than true on the kind of the engineering side. So I saw not only just tremendous capability, but the ability to be flexible and kind of agile. I think the big thing that surprised me is Sangoma's been around for about 40 years, but over the past 15 years, they acquired about 11 companies in that time frame. So the 11 companies helped drive growth, helped drive portfolio expansion, but there's a little bit of work to do on improving customer service. Our CSAT scores and NPS scores have been just climbing almost week over week and quarter over quarter. Bit of work to do around sort of organizing some of our processes and back office systems to make us easier to do business with. So I'd say that was probably the bigger surprise, the amount of, still some transformation work that was required to move the company forward.
So tell me about that. You said 11 companies acquired. It's grown by acquisition, a lot of things. And I think there's kind of this identity issue with Sangoma because there's so much coming at advisors. They're not really sure where to put it.
Yeah.
If you were to talk to an advisor and say, hey, there's one thing you should think of when you think about Sangoma, what would that be?
Yeah. I mean, for sure, it's our hybrid UCaaS platform, and it's really about high reliability. And if I step back for a second, really the core of the acquisitions and what we do as a company is communications platform. So designing high reliability, high availability software, whether it goes in the cloud, whether it goes in a hybrid environment, or whether it goes on-prem. That's kind of the core of what we do, communications platform. As you said, we do a lot of other things too, but communications platform. But we have a particular platform, this hybrid UCaaS. And if you look at the bulk of, or one category where most of our revenue is, it's there. And we win consistently time and time again. And the way that hybrid UCaaS works is, for campus environments, healthcare facilities, government environments that in municipalities that really need high reliability, it works in the cloud and there's an on-premise edge device. And that allows us to have this high availability, high reliability failover environment. And you think like a healthcare environment, they need that in building calling. It's critical to their operation. So when we're up against anybody in a cloud space that, there's a premise environment that needs that high reliability, that's a ground we take all the time.
Okay, so high reliability, hybrid communications.
Yeah.
And you mentioned campuses, you mentioned medical.
Yeah.
What others are there?
Well, any building that has a lot of users that require that mission critical environment. So that can be as I mentioned, it could be a hotel environment. It's another good example. A hospital environment. Any sort of campus facility where there's a lot of communication back and forth. Manufacturing facilities often have that as well. In some of those environments as well. Schools, they do a lot of communication, in-building communication. Need that high reliability if there's a emergency or something. That phone system, has to be active and has to be working. So
got it. So when we think about Sangoma, we think high reliability, hybrid provider, campus orientation, first responder, college. that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your go-to-market.
Yeah.
What is your go-to-market now? And you've been here for a year, so you've
Yeah.
experienced it. What is your plan going forward?
Yeah, I mean, let me go back a little bit to my comment about, we're communications platform company, and kind of our goal, one of our visions is to really be a leading provider of essential business communications to our clients. And I think when you're selling something that's essential business communications, it really speaks to kind of the heart of how a company operates. And the best people to sell to a company, when it's something that meaningful, that important, are those who have the relationships. So, whether those relationships are long-standing relationships, they're a credible advisor, they're someone who's close by in a region that they built a relationship with. Those relationships matter when you're selling something that's so essential, such as communications. And, our belief, our philosophy is that our partners are in the best position to have those relationships, to make the recommendations around our hybrid solution or whatever it may be. And our go-to-market, continues to be partners. We don't have a direct sales force. We're very much focused on partners, prioritizing our partners. That's why I'm glad to spend some time with you today. And, our own even company mission, as we've defined it internally, is to be a leading provider of essential communications and really enable both our customers and our partners to be successful.
Great. So 100% partner.
Yeah.
And plan going forward, 100% partner.
Absolutely.
I got to say, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Lot of organizations have multiple channels they run through, whether it's direct or, and we end up experiencing conflict. The fact that you're totally aligned on that is fantastic.
Yep. Excellent.
So thank you. Jeremy, thanks for being here. Anything you want to leave our partners with?
I would just say, if you see those opportunities, in particular in that hybrid communication space, we've been tremendously successful, certainly with you in the past and other wins that we've had, but that's really a sweet spot for us, that hybrid communications. And it really resonates with customers, in particular, ones that often who've been on-premise environments. They want to move to the cloud. They're nervous about doing it. This gives you the benefits of both, the traditional sort of premise reliability in campus with the benefits of cloud.
Great.
So.
Well, there you have it. If you wondered where to focus with Sangoma, it's high reliability, it's campus oriented. You heard several examples here. And most importantly, thank you so much, Jeremy. Take care, everyone.